Mr. Bruce Campbell. Yeah. There are certain people at Comic-Con that all you have to say is their name and the crowd goes wild. And you're like the original, like you're the OG.
My first Comic-Con was in 1950.
Yes. Well, I did want to, do you remember how many Comic-Cons you've been to?
No.
No.
There were 4 hippies trading comics in...
Mr. Bruce Campbell. Yeah. There are certain people at Comic-Con that all you have to say is their name and the crowd goes wild. And you're like the original, like you're the OG.
My first Comic-Con was in 1950.
Yes. Well, I did want to, do you remember how many Comic-Cons you've been to?
No.
No.
There were 4 hippies trading comics in the bottom of the Grant Hotel at that time. It only took about an hour.
You have become this character. Ash is somebody who, a lot of actors might want to distance themselves from their iconic original, character. You have embraced this guy.
Yeah, you want Ash, you're going to choke on it. That's it. It kept going. I was on Burn Notice, the #1 show on cable. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My buddy Sam Raimi does these goddamn Spider-Man movies, makes $1 billion.
When's the next Evil Dead movie coming?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They just want Ash.
They wanted it back. They wanted another movie. Mm. And what we try to explain to fans that if you really want the most carnage and mayhem for the longest period of time, it's got to be television. It really is. And Starz is actually the only suitor who could give you exactly what you needed. Ash vs. Evil Dead is an unrated television show. Hmm. No other entity or movie, if this was another movie, it would have to be R-rated. And you wouldn't get what you want, because 2 out of 3 Evil Dead movies had no rating whatsoever. So this is what the savages demand. And they wouldn't shut up about it, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to be George Lucas and go back and I'm going to fix Ash, and I'm going to make him into something new. And you can have him for as many years as you want. We got 2 years, so if you keep showing up, we'll give you as many as you want. It doesn't matter. I'm ready to play it all the way through now until I'm dead. I don't care anymore. Let's go. Let's do it.
And this truly is a character that you share with the fans.
Yeah, because Ash is as much of an idiot as anybody here in the audience. I mean, he's not ex-Navy SEAL or Special Ops or FBI.
He's just kind of a drunk.
Well, no, wait a second. This year, spoiler, Ash smokes a little angel dust on top of it. So he's not just a drunk, sir.
Awesome.
He's got quite a repertoire of bad behavior. Well, that's why I like him. Because some heroes are too perfect. Some of the hero parts, by the way. Yes, little Billy, here's your medicine.
Yeah.
Boring. I need a hero who's very flawed.
And Starz obviously is completely behind you because they sent wonderful Ash for Emmy materials.
Yeah. Well,
we got Ash for Emmy bumper stickers.
Yeah, that worked really well, didn't it?
And however, you get to have this.
Yeah.
How many of these do you have?
Not as many as you think I would.
Probably not as many as I do.
I'll put it to this way. My brother has the original shotgun from Evil Dead.
Wow.
I should have that, right?
Yeah.
I don't really give a rat's ass. He just likes guns. He doesn't even care about the movie. He sawed it off, so it's more badass now.
It is.
Yeah, so I don't really collect. I mean, don't we have enough collectors here?
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to collect crap. They'll bring it up to me. I'll sign it for them.
Yeah. You get all those books, all the books of the dead, right?
Well, you don't want to sign. Don't mess around with that book. I am into T.J. Hooker, but it's not on the air anymore. Because I'll tell you, you watch shows for different reasons. This one was the hair show. Uh-huh. Adrian Zemed is in it. His hairline starts down here. Heather Locklear is in it. Her hair is taking off on all sides. Shatner, we're starting fresh with that. and it's about tight police uniforms and skid marks on the roads. You can tell which take they printed based on how many sets of skid marks they had. And when it's in HD now, it gets so much better. Because you can see all the 8 shadows. You know, TV shows look really good now. They used to look really shitty. Look at T.J. Hooker. It's a really shitty looking show. Bill Shatner's great in it. And I learned the Shatner power slide from that show. And I did it in the pilot for Ash vs. Evil Dead. And Shatner told me how to do it. I met him in the green room. And, you know, when you meet these celebrities, have a plan, by the way. If any of you meet a celebrity, have an icebreaker. And don't let it be the obvious one. There was no way I was going to go to Shatner and go,
Hey, Bill, I watched all the Star Treks when I was a kid.
you're going to get nowhere with that. An icy stare is going to come over. There's going to be a cold wind blowing in that green room. I went T.J. Hooker and his eyes lit up. Nobody talks about T.J. Hooker. That was on the air for 5 years.
This is actually
Great
the
show.
most it's ever been talked about.
I think you're right.
What has been your weirdest fan experiences so far?
I'm an ordained minister, and I've married a fan couple, and it's legal. And I charge them a lot of money to do it. So I am available. I have to renew my license on the churchofeternallightness.com, something like that. But let me know if you need some help out there. I'll bless you. We'll bless each other. That's how I look at it.
This is for Bruce Campbell. First of all, I don't know how many books you've written, but I did get a hold of one at a discount store, and I thought it was a laugh riot. So keep writing. It's very enjoyable, and as soon as I find another one on sale, I'm going for it. I had a question for you, though. I am introducing my children to you, slowly, age appropriate, and Jack of all trades, we miss it. Any chance it's coming back, maybe in a different time period?
Old TV shows age like fish, ma'am. I appreciate your interest in that failed show. That was 15 years ago. Yeah, maybe when they cancel Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is the show I currently care about, I'll go back to shows that I have long forgotten. Although I will say this about Jack of all trades, it has the best opening credit sequence in the history of television.
There you go. There you go.
Say that.
My question is for Bruce. You have a lot of interesting, fun catchphrases as Ash. And the question that I have is, how much of that is ad-libbed and how much is scripted?
Depends on who's directing, depends on what's going on. If it's Sam Raimi, he gives you a new speech in the middle of the take. They'll go, okay, now say this. And he'll give you a paragraph. And in the dailies, I'm sitting there going, is he ever going to stop? Okay. Now say this. With Sam, the scripts are a rough guide. Some things just make sense when you're shooting. Some things need a button. You know, if a demon is saying, I'll swallow your soul, I'll swallow your soul. Ash says, swallow this, and then he blows its head off. You know, I mean, it just seems logical most times. I like the fact that Ash trash talks demons, because in most horror aspects, the demons do all the trash talking. And that's not acceptable in the Ash vs. Evil Dead world. So, there's one phrase that I know is very powerful. It was the line, give me some sugar, baby. The origins of which we were about to shoot a scene with me and M. Beth Davidson, and Sam was missing from the set. Where is Sam? We don't know where he is. And we found him over in a corner laughing to himself. He goes, I know what you're going to say to the girl. You're going to say, give me some sugar, baby. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. He goes, shut up, you're going to say it, you're going to say it. Sam is very adamant if you question his authority at any time. So I met a guy at one of these fine events, and he said, thank you for giving me some sugar baby. I mean, why are you thanking me for that? He goes, well, I was working in China, in Beijing, and I had that translated into Mandarin, and I went into a bar and I used it and I got laid. So I know there's very powerful words, some of those catchphrases. Thank you for your insightful question.